Hi, thanks for checking out our channel here. This is going to be a testing, repair, possibly repair video, depending on what these things need. These are on a full set of load cells for the Gallagher Alleyway load bars. They're the ones that go underneath the little platform, kind of like what you see here. Those little ones there, they're like 24-inch long bars. I think they're like 4,400 pound capacity, combined capacity on them. These are the older style that had the cable. The newer ones they've got out, they got both wireless types that have the wireless that use their fancier scales, and then they got the old style ones that have the cable on them. But these are the old style. These are 2003 models. The story on these is that they won't read at all. He sent me his indicator as well. He bought these secondhand from a guy. Said, yeah, they work fine, and get them, and they don't work. So we're going to have to try to figure them out here and see if we can get them going for the guys. So if you've got a set of load bars, load cells for some Gallagher stuff, he took the bars apart and he sent me just the load cells out of his bars. That saves some freight on it and stuff. So if you're comfortable doing that and take the load bar apart, and send me the load cells with the cable. If you've only got one bar that's got a problem, this guy thinks he has a problem with both of them, so we're going to check both sets out. Let's see here. Well, I'm going to grab his scale indicator. He said he did order a battery from somebody, or either had a battery made or he bought one. He said it's a Smart Scale 500, older model scale. See if it's how old this one is. It's also say 03 on them. So the scale is mid 2002. So the scale is made first, and then the bars are made later, I guess. I think that's what the date of it is. The sticker on there is all wore off. You can't read it anymore. Yeah, February of 03. All right, so let's turn this. Let me gotta get some of this cable stuff straightened out so I know which cable goes to which set. So we're gonna just work with one set of cells and cable at a time. And I've also got my indicator here to make sure that his issue is not with the indicator. If the indicator's got an issue, he's gonna have to get a new scale. The batteries, if it's more than just a battery, then these scales are non-repairable because the parts for these older Gallaghers are obsolete. And Gallagher made the parts in-house, so you can't get. They're not making them anymore. All right, comes on and says hello. All right, so 00. So that means that the scale is detecting that the bar, that there's a cable plugged into it. So now what we're going to do next is I'm going to take the load cell. It's just kind of untangled over here, and there's a strain gauge inside this, like sensors and stuff. And as you put pressure on it, that sends a signal through the cable in this little junction box, which is all tied together with this yellow cable, which goes up to the scale, and the scale takes that signal and turns it into a weight display. So I'm going to go on the edge of the bench here, put pressure down, and it's not giving us anything on there. Nothing. Okay, so either our load cells have got an issue, or we've got a problem inside the connector up here, or the cable, or our maybe the scale's bad. Let's unplug this real quick. So it goes back to dashes, which means it doesn't know, it feels that there's nothing plugged into it. I'm going to get my weight simulator here. I'm going to turn it all the way down, and we're going to plug this in the side of the scale. It's showing us some numbers. That's good. Tighten it up. Zero it out. Now we're going to gradually crank this up. We're in pounds, not kilograms. Crank it up. So you go 12, 13, 1400. somewhere in that range. So that's reading. We're going to make sure it locks on. It's on manual mode, the M for manual, which means you have to press this green button to manually lock it on. So it captured the weight. Turn it back off or all the way down. That cleared it out. Let's go to another random area of the dial. Okay, so that's working. Let's go automatic mode on the A. That means it automatically locks it on. Yep. Turn it down. Turn it back up all the way. All right, scale's working fine. At least on this side. We'll try the left-hand side just to make sure. It's probably fine though. So even though the scale's got 20 years of age on it, looks pretty good. All right, turn it all the way down. 0 pounds. We'll crank it all the way up. All right, it's working fine. Turn it back down. Alright, scale's fine, so our issue is definitely in the load cell cable thing. Oh, come on. Alright, so for whatever reason, the signal, me pushing down on those little plates there, I'm sure the signal's coming out of them, hopefully. And it's just not making it into the connector, which if you look here, looks like it's smashed right there. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to run my hand across the cable, see if I feel a bad spot. And the first spot I come to is right there, which this is pretty thick yellow cable, and then I have another shielding on the inside of the yellow, on the thinner layer. And then inside there is four wires, of black, red, white, and green. So I'll have to remember that spot right there. I'm going to run my hand up the rest of the cable. Just run my hand, kind of pull it through. Feel for any other bad spots, possibly. But if that's good, there are issues probably inside the connector. I'm just going to pull it through, feeling it for any other possibly smash spots, pinch spots, soft spots, anything like that. Okay, that feels good. Okay, well, next thing we want to do, let me pause the video for a second. I need to go make sure I've got these little potted boxes, because I want to cut this apart, snip it right here. If I don't have any more of these in stock, I'm going to cut it back longer, and I can always solder and heat shrink this back together. So let me check that real quick. Alright, I had one of these little boxes in stock. So, well, I'll be able to use one, but not the other. So let's start off with this set here. We're going to cut this. There's plenty of cable on here to work with, so let's go and cut this flush here. Cut that flush there. Don't need that anymore. The little bolt there, or nut on there, we'll put a new nut and bolt inside the connector, or inside that cable, that little box. But we'll cut this yellow cable. It's going to be the shielding. You got to be real careful. Don't cut too deep into it. That way I don't cut the 4 wires inside there. There's that. So I'm just going to twist these up so it was a little more solid wire, and then we're going to get the connector on the other end. I need a piece of wire. I need to stick them down these little holes here and do a continuity check between this and this. And the holes are too small to get the point of the leads on my meter to go in there, so I got to take this wire here and this cable tests good. We'll check out those load cells. We'll ohm those out, see if maybe one's got a problem and maybe one's good. I think we're only going to need one, but I'm going to cut a second in case I misplace one. Okay, so these are all numbered, which one's what. So we're going to put it right there, and I'm going to get my meter out. I'll put on continuity. I'm going to leave one wire here, or my leads, and we're going to go through and check the wires. That's good. These should be all empty. That's fine. So now we'll go to the next one. Should be inside there. Should be this one. Yep. So far, so good. Should be green. Yep. And the next one should be white. Alright, and then the next two, this one, there's nothing there. Now this one, these two right here should be 10 ohms. There's like a little resistor inside there. $10 ohms. So it's not our cable on this one so far. Well, let's set the cable to the side. Let's mess with these load cells. Come on. Alright, so I got the red, black, blue, and red. Same with that one. Alright, so I don't know, I don't remember what the ohms are supposed to read until I see it, because I've got these memorized once I see them. That one I believe is on the high side. Yeah, this load cell's not any good. Let's see about this one. That's a better number. That's a better number. That's a better number. So I think we got one bad load cell, that one. This load cell's good. This one's bad. Alright, so that's I'm going to put a little X on this one. And OK on that one. Alright, so let's go ahead and move over to the second set of load cells and stuff. Let's get the cable over here and we'll get that plugged in. Scale on M for manual. Should go to 0.0. That's good. Do the same thing. Put some pressure down on the edge of the bench, right here on this edge here. Nothing. Same as the last one. Alright, well, maybe it's the same thing wrong. Well, since we only have one of those little potted boxes in stock, we're going to cut these kind of long, or longer. So I'm going to go back and I'll solder and heat shrink these back together. So save that. So we'll do the same check we did before. We'll do the check across the connector. Alright, get the tester back on continuity. And with a little wire, stick that in a little hole. And let's see, it should be red. Oops. And then a third hand. Hold on. Get my little vise here. And a second pair of hands. So I'll put the vise down here on the edge of the bench. Get that tightened up. And we'll use that to hold the wire. And then we'll put that there like that. We'll go through and test each of these wires. The first one should be the red one. And then we'll go to the next one. That should be black. Okay, see, a black one is not reading. See? Just make sure that's the case. Let's put it. So you get that thing to stay in there straight up and down. It's making contact inside. Oh, there it is. Now it's reading, so I wasn't making a good connection. Alright, go to the next one. Should be the green. Yep. And we'll go to the next one. Should be white. Alright, so the cable's fine. So we've got a bad come on. Get out of here, cat. we've got a bad. Imagine we got a bad load cell on one of these too, somewhere. Alright, got those all stripped apart. I'm going to do an ohms check on those. Alright, let's do these first two because that's my initial one. I want to know what's reading. Oh, that one's bad. I don't even have to check the rest of that. Tell just by the first number. Alright, let's check this next one. I think that load cell's bad too, but let me just make sure I'm not getting a false reading. Yeah. So both load cells are bad in one. So out of all 4 cells, only one's good. So now we got to figure out what we want to tell the customer. Do we want to, hey, we got 4 load cells here that are bad, or 3 load cells that are bad, and one that's 21 years old, or 19 years old, whatever, 20 years old. And it's still good. And how long do you want to go for that one quits? Do you want to replace all 4 now and just be done with it since your cables are good, or save a couple $100 and not replace this one, just replace the 3 other ones and put it all back together? So this is gonna be a kind of expensive deal, but a brand new set of low bars, $1,300 or so. So so it's cheaper to do this, especially when the cables are new or cables are fine. You have 3 or 4 out of the 4 cells will be replaced, and you get a brand from us. You get a 1.5-year warranty on the things, and our brand new set of bars is 2-year warranty. So I'll just call him and just see what he wants to do. I'm sure he'll fix something, but we have to figure out what he wants to do, though. Alright, well, until we do another video, check us out on our website, cattlescalerepair.com, and electric fencer repair site, fencerfixer.com. Till next time, see you guys later on.